Article 3 features many technical terms and phrases of art with specialized meanings. We'll explore several of these terms in this and the next several lessons. Let's start by defining the parties to a negotiable instrument. A note generally has two parties, the maker and the payee. Let's say that a law student borrows money from a lender to pay her tuition. If the law student executes a promissory note, the law student is the maker of the note and the lender is the payee. A draft, by contrast, involves at least three parties: the drawer, the drawee, and the payee. Imagine that our law student uses a check to buy textbooks from a bookstore. Here, the law student is the drawer because she's the party ordering payment to be made to the payee, the bookstore. The law student's bank, which was the party ordered to make payment, is the drawee. And if the bank accepts the draft, it becomes known as the acceptor. Next, several rules in Article 3 turn on who has, or once had, possession of an instrument. Interestingly, Article 3 itself doesn't define possession. However, the Second Circuit has defined Article 3 possession as having the power to control an instrument, coupled with the intent to exercise that control. Using an instrument as one's own, free from anyone else's control, strongly indicates both the power and intent to control. Suppose our law student borrowed $1,000 from a friend. After the law student failed to repay that amount, her friend threatened to sue. Seeking a loan to settle the debt, the law student approached a lender. A week later, the friend, law student, and lender all met for a settlement conference. There, the lender issued a check for $1,000, made payable to the law student. The law student then immediately negotiated the check to her friend. Here, the law student never possessed the check. Although the check was made payable to her, and she briefly had physical custody over the check, the law student never intended to exercise control over it. Instead, the law student promptly signed the check over to her friend.